Hi everyone, this is Sybil with SybilTravels. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Celebrity Millennium. If you liked it, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and be sure and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified of any new videos. So I just wanted to leave you with my thoughts about the Celebrity Millennium. There was a lot of positives to this particular ship. The design and decor were amazing. They did a great job designing the ship, specifically the staterooms. While they may not have actually been larger, they felt larger than a normal stateroom on a different cruise line. So I was pretty excited about that. If you know me, I'm not a big fan of the overhead announcements, and they had very few overhead announcements, mainly just telling you when we arrived at port, which I thought was excellent. Obviously, if they give you an itinerary, I don't see the point in having to make an announcement for every activity that's on the itinerary. So big thumbs up to Celebrity for that. The staff, they were also super friendly. But they were more professional, so they weren't the bubbly, giggly, make you laugh type of staff like you would have on other cruises, but they were still very nice and very professional. And the one big plus in my book was the solarium. This area was warm, and if you've ever been to Alaska in the summer, you know it's not super warm there, but they made it warm. It has a beautiful spa-like feel. There's even what they call the spa cafe there, where they serve very nice food. So it's a great place just to lounge out and relax for the day. Negatives in my opinion, the buffet food, yuck. I was not impressed with that at all. My main concern with that was the fact it appeared to be reused quite often. So you would have desserts being served at lunch, and those same desserts would be served at the buffet dinner. My big issue with that is it dries everything out. When you have something sitting out for 5 or 6 hours at a time, it just makes everything dry and just not taste the best. I noticed that with the meat as well. So buffet food, definitely wasn't a big fan of that. While this wasn't a big deal to me, some people may think it's a big deal. There were fewer actually scheduled activities. So if you're accustomed to going on, say, a Carnival cruise lines where there's activities scheduled on top of each other all day long, the entire cruise, that's not going to happen on the Celebrity Millennium. They had plenty of things to do, and they were fun activities, but they weren't stacked on top of each other where you had some different choices every hour of the day. The other negative, and while it may be a negative to some people, I don't really think it was that huge of a deal. It is a little bit more expensive than some of the other cruise lines. They do add a 20% gratuity to any food and beverage purchases. So if you buy anything, a coffee, a gelato, anything on board, they're going to add extra gratuity to it. And just make sure you watch that, because a lot of times they don't tell you, and they'll have an extra tip line. So a lot of people add actual tip on top of that. And while I'm all about gratuity and making sure that our servers and waiters and bartenders and massage therapists and everybody else that provides a service are well taken care of, I really want to make sure that if you're providing that service, if you're giving extra gratuity, that person is actually earning that tip. So those are my thoughts. Overall, I would say yes, I would definitely take a Celebrity cruise again. The actual route, the inside passage that they took from Seward, Alaska to Vancouver, British Columbia, I thought was an excellent route. It was actually a little bit better, in my opinion, than starting in Seattle and coming back to Seattle. You got to spend a little bit more time in the ports, you got to see a little bit more, and you actually got to fly into Alaska, which a lot of people don't get to experience. They also have a package where you can do a land tour as well before or after your trip, depending on whether you're going northbound or southbound route on Celebrity. So I'll be posting another video on Alaska, a cruise on the Royal Caribbean, coming up in a couple of months. It's taking the exact same route as the Celebrity Millennium. It's just I'm going to be on Royal Caribbean, so I'll let you guys know what that turns out like. If you have any questions, please feel free to put those in the comments below, and please let me know what you guys want to hear about. I would love to give you guys as much information about travel and travel tips and great places to visit as you would like to hear. So until next time.